Hello there guys, what is going on? FMU here, welcome back to another episode of Grassroots to Greatness. First things first, I want to apologise, there was a couple of episodes where the audio was a bit fooked up and it was something to do with my drivers on my computer. It wasn't picking up the microphone properly, so hopefully that's all sorted now and hopefully you can hear me a little bit better, a little bit more clearer. Secondly, today we're going to do the end of the season game against Manchester City. In a moment we're going to look at the results and then we are going to have a look at the tactic that I use because a lot of people said they wanted to see it. So we'll go through that in a little brief detail. You'll be able to, what we'll do is I'll go through it and you can pause it if you want to have a look at it yourself and replicate it yourself and go through it that way. And then we'll do a couple of other things. Play the game, end the season, job done, bing bang bosh. Hope you've all had a great Christmas as well. By the way, this video I think is not the Boxing Day video, maybe the day after, I can't remember. I apologise, I am crap with dates. But anyway guys, this is what we've done since you were last with us. We followed that 2-1 defeat at Middlesbrough with a 2-2 draw at home against Liverpool, a very even game. We took the lead on 3 minutes, they equalised on 74, we took the lead on 78, insta-fucking highlight. They went and boshed in the equaliser on the 79th. We had more shots, but it was a very even game and it was a damn fair result, if I'm honest. Next up was West Ham at the Olympic Stadium. We beat them by 2-1. Ultimately, it began the demise of their manager, Roberto Martinez, who was sacked a couple of days later. They were poor. They were really, really poor. And Chris Harkins has continued his fantastic form for us. We then slapped Watford out of St James's Park by 3-0. Very dominant performance. Abakarov showing that he is pure quality in front of goal and Klaassen scoring as well. Then at the peak of our powers we went to the Britannia Stadium and lost. A very even game. Abakarov got our goal again. Thorgan Hazard for them and Saponjic with the winner. Fully deserved for Stoke on the day. It was very even but they took their chances when we really could not. Bottom of the table, Swansea travelled up to St James's Park and went away empty-handed thanks to Klaassen and Perez. Again, another dominant performance. Swansea, David Moyes ruined them and they've not been able to recover since his sacking. We travelled to Hull and drew 1-1 in what was a disappointing result for us. We bossed the game from start to finish, but defensive stupidity towards the end cost us 2 points. We ended up with just 1. Burnley travelled up to St James's Park and we took out the frustrations, I think, against them, beating them 4-0. It was very even. It was just a case of Burnley didn't have that cutting edge in front of goal that we did. Also, those of you who were wondering, Wijnaldum is at Burnley and also Samson Emmanuel is on loan there. So just for those who like that sort of stuff, there he is. Last time out at Carrow Road we both huffed, we both puffed, but we could not blow each other's houses down. A 0-0 draw, very even game, very fair result. Takes us into the final game against Manchester City, level on points with Tottenham who are in 8th. We need to get a positive result to have a chance of finishing 7th. So la-di-da, we've come in when we were in 17th, 18th position. We managed to climb up to 7th. A few disappointing results which could have probably seen us finishing in the top 4 if we'd have picked up points in games which we dominated but could not put the ball in the back of the net, which is a big obvious issue with football matches. If you can't score, you're not going to win games. But in them we've made up for it in other games, and obviously we shockingly beat Chelsea, who can still win the title. You know, it's still in their hands. If we beat Manchester City and Chelsea win, you know, so Chelsea will be Newcastle fans today, that is for sure. But like I say, Tottenham, who are Tottenham playing? They're at home to Burnley. No disrespect to Burnley, but I would imagine that Tottenham are going to win that. I think we're probably going to end up finishing 8th, possibly even 9th, depending on how West Brom do away at Stoke. But Stoke are vying to stay in the top 5, so you know it's one of those. And Arsenal have got Hull. It's going to be a fascinating final day for a lot of the permutations within the league. So let's have a little look at our tic tacs, shall we? So the main one I'm using, I've used that once, I think, once or twice in games, but I always start with my 4-2-3-1 formation. It's got a H next to it because it's my home formation. I have one with an A next to it, but the only thing that I change is I go from attacking to counter-attack. That's the only thing I change. So what I'm going to do is, guys, I'm just going to go through and click on the players, and you'll see the instructions obviously down the side here. So like this. And you'll see the instructions down there, their positions there, and you can just pause it and have a little look at it, because, I mean, all I'd be doing would be telling you exactly what you're seeing on the screen, so you can just sort of kind of like pause it and go through. I'll chat while I'm doing it, don't get me wrong. But there's the goalkeeper anyway, and then the fullbacks are both, I believe, the same. It's been a while since I've looked at it, to be honest. Yeah, they are the same. So they're both exactly the same. And then the first central defender is just a defend player, basically, with those. And then the second one is the cover defender, which obviously allows him to... He stays back a little bit. It kind of fills in a sweeperish kind of role to a degree. So that's the two defenders. Then we have the anchor man, which is set to defend with those instructions. And then we have the box-to-box midfielder with these instructions, who's on support. And then the two inside forwards are exactly the same, both on support with the exact same instructions. And then the advanced playmaker with those instructions. And then lastly, the complete forward with those instructions. Now, of course, if you're trying this tactic out in the lower leagues, it's going to be very, very, very difficult. I have to stress this every time I use a complete forward. Very difficult to find somebody who can play that role brilliantly. You just have to take the risk with it. And just, if you can't, get a good striker. If they're good, they'll be able to adapt to the role, even if it doesn't show brilliant stats there, or, on the little circular table here. Don't worry about it. It's not the end of the freaking world. People get so wrapped up with it, guys. I don't know, it's like with players, the star ratings I ignore most of the time. They're a good guideline, but I go off the stats. I look at the stats. If I like the stats and I think the stats are good enough, then I will use the player. Simple as that. And with this, don't get me wrong. It is bloody handy to have a player who can perfectly play that position, or is it a regatta? I can't remember. What's it called? Register. What the fuck is a regatta? I have no idea. I apologise. But yeah, so that helps as well. I have no idea where I got regatta from. Please, just ignore that statement. I just pretend I never spoke those words. Then, this is the team instructions. Attacking, very fluid. One thing I have learned, Cleon does an absolute amazing article almost every week. One of my favourites is his talk about possession football and his tactic. He went for highly structured and then roam from positions, and basically what that was doing was, which was brilliant. I mean, it's so simple, but it's brilliant. Say if this guy or this guy roams over here, this guy drops in. So they are highly structured, to the point where it doesn't mean they're just going to stay in these positions. It means that if one moves out, another one drops in. And then say he moves over there, he would drop in there, he would move over there, and it works. It works brilliantly. But I don't want to try changing it just yet, because we've had so much success with this tactic of late. And I'm not going to lie, I'm not going to take credit for other people's work. I basically was looking around at tactics and I was trying different ones out on an offline save just to see what they were like, and this was a very similar, it's very similar to an early conception of a Jurgen Klopp style tactic. I can't remember where I downloaded it from, and I can't remember whose it was, so I apologise for that, but I downloaded it, I had a look at it, and I thought, I like this, so I tweaked it a little bit, changed the passing, changed a couple of the instructions for the players and stuff like that, just tweaked it to what I like, and it works well. So just just so just in case people are like, that looks familiar, that looks like such and such, I did download a tactic on an offline thing and just tweaked it. I do that sometimes. Sometimes if I want to change my tactic and I can't really come up with one that I like the look of, I'll go and I'll look and I'll take inspiration from other managers around the world, because that's all I'm doing. It's like it's like, say, Jose Mourinho looking at something that Alex Ferguson used to do and thinking, I like that, I'm going to take it and I'm going to just tweak it a little bit to how I like to play football. It's a similar sort of thing in my opinion. So there you go. So that's the tactic. That's what we've got. In terms of youth intake, it was absolute pants. It was really pretty freaking poor. The only one we got, the one they liked, was Sam Johnston, and he doesn't look that much cop at all. So I'm not impressed with that. There's nothing to write home about in terms of the youth intake. Nothing whatsoever. There was another thing. What have I done? I don't think I spoke to you about outgoings in the last episode, and I apologise. Angel Correa went to Napoli. Virgil went to Pumas. Van der Hart went to Hull. A couple of players loaned out. Iorfa went to Galatasaray. And this young man, Trevor Collett, some of these as well, I don't know if you guys have had this, some of these headgems, some of them are coming up with the kits in that are woefully out of sync, like really woefully, but it's only the odd couple, so I don't know what that's all about. But this guy, okay, let's have a look if we can, interaction, conversation history, no, it doesn't come up on here, but basically he went AWOL. And he was seen coming out of a nightclub at like 3 o'clock in the morning of a game. And although he's only under 18s, I wasn't happy. So I fined him 2 weeks' wages to nip it in the butt. And he then went mega mardy and was like, you know what? Screw you, sunshine. I am going AWOL completely. So he went off. So I sacked him. I just went, okay, fair enough, you're sacked. And now, whatever happens to him, happens to him. But I am actually considering, I'm going to add him. Where's the thingy? I'm going to add him to my shortlist because I want to see what happens to him. And it'll bring up if ever he gets in disciplinary trouble. And I want to see if he's going to be like a Nile Ranger style character that just causes hassle everywhere he goes. But now, today, Manchester City. Let's just do a quick pick, see who you throw in. Okay, you're back. Munoz is back. So Salomonson's back on the bench. Very good, very good. I want to pop you on the bench. And you on the bench. That's good. Seriously considering getting rid of Cyril Salvi. He doesn't look very good at all. His stats are great, but when he plays, he's poor. So I'm hoping we can maybe get him a loan spell next season. He's going to be 23 next season, so I want to try and send him out. He's actually, his birthday is on the same day as mine, the 30th of June, interestingly enough. So he's going to be 23 when next season starts, and he needs to get some games. He's got good stats, but I think he needs that boost. He needs to go to a league a little bit, easier than the Premier League, and he needs to go there, do well, come back on a high and really smack on. So hopefully we can do that. But he's not done great. Glenford Fleming started a game and was magnificent. He was fantastic. He set up a goal in it as well. It was the Swansea game and he was fantastic. He really did play well. So hopefully going forwards we can perhaps build him up a bit, get him into the Football League at least. He's never going to be a Premier League player, I don't think. I don't think we're going to have the time or the ability to continuously keep putting him in the first team squad, but it's just a little something I like to do every now and again. Harkins has been fantastic. Bakarov has been great since coming in, and I think today we'll start with a Bakarov. We'll give a Bakarov the start today, but that will do in terms of babbling on about the team. So Manchester City today, this is going to be a big ass game. This is going to be a tough game. Coman is on absolute flames, as is Mr. Smith, a player I highlighted quite a while back now, actually, in terms of his ability when he was at Wigan. And he is an absolute monster of a player. In fact, I'll just very, very quickly show you his stats now. Look at him. Just look at him. He is beat. He's only 19, 43 million, 29 England appearances, 20 goals. 97 appearances for Manchester City, 53 goals. Never got a game at Wigan. Idiots. Idiots. Mind you, I think he did actually pick up quite a bad injury when he first started there. If I remember rightly, when I looked at him, I think he was injured. Could be wrong. But Manchester City have just basically squeezed the life out of the Premier League for so many years running now. It's crazy. Also, Inter Milan are in the Champions League final again. I can't remember who they're playing, but they're back in the Champions League final. So that's really cool for them. That's really cool for them. What? Well done. De Gea is a massive, massive, massive target for Manchester United. They have started their mating ritual dance, if you will, to try and sign him. Go on, Munoz. Go on. Go on. Clausen goal! What a lovely start. Davy Clausen. That looked poor from the goalkeeper. Great little run from Munoz to get to the wing. Look at that. Gets up and just boots the ball in. The goalkeeper was going one way. Had to try and dive back the other. And he just didn't stand much of a chance. Did he really there? Did not stand much of a chance. What's going on in the other games? Middlesbrough have been relegated to win at Leicester. West Brom are winning now. Lamela, the man we sold to them from Inter. Uh-oh. Oh, well done, Abakarov. Come on. Stick with it. Come on, get there. Oh, he's done him. Oh, great save from Lund. Great save. That kid, I mean, I don't want to tempt fate, but that kid has made some superb signings. Signings? What the hell am I talking about? Saves. Again, there. Was that? Oh, no, I thought it was a good save. Yeah, so West Brom are winning and Tottenham are drawing. So, as things stand with 7th, I'd be very, very, very happy with 7th. It would, I mean, I'd have been ecstatic with like 10th, to be honest, but now we've sort of rose up the league a bit and got to 7th. I'm very pleased. Let's go to control. Just so we're not like throwing ourselves at them quite so much and leaving the gaps. Hopefully, if we can stick with control and, you know, get a real foothold on the ball and the game, we could be all right. Chelsea are winning, so as things stand, Chelsea are champions. Oh, eBay, as I keep calling him, Jason Ibe there with a terrible ball. Well done. Go on, Abakarov. Oh, that was a poor pass. He had so much time and De Bruyne's going to score. No, he isn't. That's woeful finishing. It is all Manchester City, isn't it, here? Memphis Depay scores. That is poor. And that puts Manchester City back on top of the pyramid now. I mean, look at that. I mean, I know he's in the area. It's difficult. He did try and make it. Oh, my God, Lund. That was one of your less delightful moments since joining us from Barca, my friend. That was pretty freaking woeful. Right. Abakarov, you've been good, but I'm going to bring you off. And Mr. Charbaloa can come off for Anders Agar. I started Agar a few games ago and he got a couple of goals. He just literally came in, banged in 2 in 8 minutes, and I was like, wow, you beautiful man. He picked up a knock and missed out for a few games, and he's not. This is the first time I think he's been re-involved again. I can't remember bringing him on. I'm sure I have, but you know, come on. Oh, what was that all about? It's getting to that point now, isn't it, where, oh, go on, Hawkins. Oh, what a challenge that was. Well done to Torre there. Oh, here they come. This will be 2. Oh, good save, Lund. Screw it. I'm doing it. I'm going to attack him in these last few moments of this game. And I'm bringing Ibe off because some of his passes have been poor. And Rene Milambo can come on. And I'm going to give him a passionate, you've got what it takes. So we're still clinging on to 7th place at the minute. West Brom are still beating Stoke. Come on. Go on, Harkins. Go on. goal. Get in. Agger the architect. Oh, what a ball from Agger over the top there. Great vision. Great from Harkins. And then Rooley just sort of hits him in the face, doesn't it? And sort of drifts into the net. Oh, what a fantastic. Oh, look, Tottenham. That was at the nick of time as well, because Tottenham have now taken the lead at Burnley. Here's Janmat, Klaassen, Milambu, Harkins. Oh. I thought Jose might have got a shot away there, but no. Come on. That's it. Go on. Oh, what a save. What a save. And Cancelo cancels our attack. See what I did there? Come on. Munoz. Great. Another corner. Just keep this going, guys. Come on. Manchester City. Well, Januzaj there. Oh, my God. No. Oh, no. Please, no. Oh, well done, De Hoy. Well done, young man. Come on. Offside, surely. What a save. Get it out. Ooh. He's so close. Oh my God, Chelsea and Liverpool slipping up. Go on. Run. Run, man. Run. That was poor. He had such a head start on him. They're going to equalise, aren't they, here? No, he's put it wide. But look at that. Manchester City look like they're going to win the league, even if they do lose to us. Chelsea now losing at West Ham. Wow. That is crazy. And Liverpool are beating... Oh, Liverpool went in it anyway, were they? Liverpool are beating Crystal Palace, but Chelsea, who have the perfect opportunity to end Manchester City's... Get in! We've won. But Chelsea had the perfect opportunity to end Manchester City's grip on the Premier League title, have failed with defeat away at West Ham. Ouch, is all I can say to that. Ouch. But we have won, and that is a fantastic performance. Look at Munoz's stats in that game. 16 tackles won, 14 interceptions, 8 headers, 8.7. A fantastic effort. Well done. I predicted a win for Man City. To be honest with you, I predicted a win for Man City, and when they were bombarding us, I expected a win for Man City. That is an amazing performance. That is bang on by the players. Well done to all of them. Absolutely astounding effort from each and every one of them. We just sorry, somebody had messaged me there. So Manchester City retained the Premier League again. Watford went down. Yep, consecutive 4 times in a row now. Watford have sat their gaffer, so Clement has gone. Clement. Herrera's been sacked by the Villa. Palace have sacked Zidane. Ouch. Yeah, that's great. That's wonderful. Are you watching? Oh, Alarmatory. Curtin comes down. We get £26 million for finishing 7th. The bonus, 3.2 million's gone out. Yeah. Very good, wonderful. So in terms of the Premier League, let's have a look. Oh, boo-hoo. Just missed out on it. I don't know who's in the FA Cup final, though. Oh, God. Let's have a quick little look at who's... Oh, God, I keep forgetting we have to go through all this crap. Oh, for God's sake. Can you look? Can you search? Oh, no, you can't, can you? Oh, this is going wonderfully well. Where are we? There it is. Who won the Capital One Cup for a start? Stoke won that. So surely that should go down to us now. Does it not work that way? Does it not get automatically moved down to the next team in the league because they're already in the Europa League? Is that another thing, or is it going to happen at some point going forwards? Is it like going to just suddenly update itself? As far as the FA Cup's concerned, wow, Leeds getting to the final. Manchester City, surely Manchester City are going to, no disrespect to Leeds, who have they? John Welsh is their manager. Fair play to him. Good effort, my friend. But Leeds, no. Leeds, who finished 17th, only just stayed up, really, in the grand scheme of things, are in the FA Cup final. That's crazy. Crazy sauce. Did Bolton get relegated from League One? That is a question I would like the answer to. Oh, no, it's not League One, sorry. Bear with me a second. Birmingham have got relegated to League Two, but the question on my face is, yeah, Bolton are out of the Football League. Say what? Bolton have gone. That is bloody awful. So there's a 28,000 seat all-seater stadium, which is now apparently in poor condition because obviously it's probably just got run down. They've got no money, nothing. They have just dropped. And now they're out of the Football League. You know what might be pretty cool when our time at Newcastle is up? Maybe seeing if we can't take over Bolton and bring them all the way back through. Bit of a long-term project in this career. Imagine that. Champions League winner moves to conference side. That'd be crazy. So that's some food for thought. That is some food for thought going forwards at some point. But obviously it all depends on what happens. But could be pretty interesting, I guess. Be a bit of a different dynamic, wouldn't it? But anyway, guys. Financially, 57 mil in the bank. Obviously, we had that massive spending spree, but 57 million in the bank. Happy days. 7th in the league. Should really get Europa League next season, barring any weirdness. But guys, please hit a like button if you're still enjoying the series. It means a lot to me. And as always, been a pleasure being in your face. Bye bye.